In February 2024, a company called Klarna made an announcement that went mostly unnoticed outside the tech world. Their AI assistant had handled 2.3 million customer service conversations in a single month, the equivalent workload of 700 full-time human employees, resolved in under 2 minutes per case, in 35 languages, at a fraction of the cost. The headlines called it a milestone. The stock price went up, and 700 people went home. But here is the part that nobody talks about. By 2025, Klarna brought the humans back. Because when things got complicated, when a person was scared or angry or grieving, they didn't want an algorithm. They wanted someone who could be wrong, someone who could care. That detail tells us everything about the question we should actually be asking. Not which jobs will AI replace, but which job will be the very last.
We have been here before. Every major wave of automation came with a promise. The machines will do the dangerous, repetitive work. Humans will move on to something better. In the 1800s, mechanical looms replaced textile workers. In the 1950s, assembly lines replaced factory hands. In the 1990s, spreadsheet software replaced entire accounting departments. Each time we adapted. Each time new jobs emerged. And each time economists assured us the pattern would hold. But here is what the history books leave out. When the mechanical looms replaced the textile workers of northern England, real wages for the working class did not rise. Historians call the period from 1790 to 1840 Engel's pause. 50 years in which the economy grew rapidly and workers saw almost none of it. An entire generation lived and died in that gap, the space between when the old jobs disappeared and when the new ones finally arrived. Economists call it a transition period. The people living through it called it something else.
Goldman Sachs published a report in 2023 that quietly changed the conversation. AI, they estimated, could automate tasks equivalent to 300 million full-time jobs. Not over centuries, over years. Harvard Business School followed with their own finding. AI is already automating tasks for 20% of tasks for 60% of all working people. Right now, today, not in the future. And the pattern is no longer moving from the bottom up. According to McKinsey research, it is middle income, middle skill positions, office workers, customer service managers, junior analysts, where demand is falling fastest. Deloitte found that middle management job postings dropped more than 40% between 2022 and 2024 alone. The automation is moving upward. The jobs people spent years training for, the jobs they built their identities around. And so the question becomes urgent. If this wave is different, where does it stop? The first instinct when people hear about job automation is to point at creativity. AI can't be truly creative. The painter, the novelist, the musician, these, we tell ourselves, are safe.
But in 2023, an AI image won a fine arts competition in Colorado. Not in a technology category, in the open competition against human artists. The judges didn't know. In 2024, music generated entirely by AI reached millions of streams on Spotify. Not because listeners loved the algorithm, but because they simply could not tell the difference. Here is what makes this more complicated.
When listeners hear AI music without knowing its origin, they enjoy it, sometimes even prefer it. But when researchers revealed the truth, something shifted. Their desire to listen again dropped. Their willingness to pay dropped. Not because the music had changed, but because knowing it came from a machine made it feel worth less. The feeling was real. The source, apparently, still matters. For now. The second instinct is empathy. AI can't truly understand what people feel. The therapist, the nurse, the teacher. Human connection, we argue, is irreducibly human. But surveys consistently find that more than 1 in 3 people would choose an AI chatbot over a human mental health professional. Not because they think it is better, but because it cannot judge them.
It will never tell anyone. It is safe in a way that another human never fully can be. Less fear of judgment, less fear of stigma. The machine as confession booth. A Stanford study confirmed the pattern. Patients interacting with an AI mental health tool reported feeling genuinely heard. More than half rated it as helpful as talking to a human. Not because the AI understood them, but because it was always there. Always patient, never tired, never having a bad day of its own. So if AI can pass for creative, and if it can pass for caring, what exactly is left? The third instinct is physical. AI has no body. It can't do what humans do with their hands. And this turns out to be the most interesting argument of all. In the 1980s, a robotics researcher named Hans Moravec noticed something strange. The things that computers found hardest, movement, perception, navigating an unpredictable physical world, were the things that a 4-year-old child could do effortlessly. And the things computers found easy, chess, calculus, language translation, had taken humanity's greatest minds decades to master. He called it Moravec's paradox.
And it explains why in 2025, a plumber's job is safer from automation than a paralegal's. A robot can beat any human at chess, but it still can't reliably navigate a stranger's kitchen with its unpredictable layout, its loose tiles, its unexpected steps, the dog that keeps moving. Every room is a new problem. Every job site is a different world. Microsoft's 2024 study of 200,000 real AI users confirmed it. Jobs involving physical work in unpredictable environments have the lowest AI applicability scores of any profession measured. Here is how wide that gap still is. The most advanced humanoid robots available today, built by companies that have spent billions of dollars and decades of research, still require pre-mapped, controlled environments to function reliably. Put them in a stranger's kitchen with its specific chaos, its unique obstacles, its layout that exists nowhere else on Earth, and they struggle. What any first-week tradesperson handles by their second day of work remains, for now, stubbornly beyond the reach of our most sophisticated machines.
The World Economic Forum places skilled trades among the most automation-resistant careers through 2030. Electricians, carpenters, HVAC technicians, jobs that require hands that feel, eyes that adapt, bodies that fit into spaces no robot was designed for. But skilled trades will not be the last. The researchers agree on that too. Robotics will keep improving. The physical world will eventually be mapped, modeled, conquered. It is only a matter of time and investment.
which means we keep eliminating the answers, one by one, until only one remains. Which brings us to the only profession that the data across every study, every model, every forecast refuses to fully automate. There is a category of work that the economists struggle to quantify, not because it is complex, but because its value is not in the output, it is in the witness. The hospice nurse who sits with a dying patient at 3 a.m., not because there is a medical procedure to perform, but because no one should be alone at the end.
The grief counsellor who says nothing for 40 minutes because the silence itself is the therapy. The teacher who changes the entire plan for that Tuesday because she noticed that one student was different that morning. Researchers who study AI companion programs for the elderly note a consistent tension in the data. Measurable loneliness scores improve. Participants rate the interactions positively. And yet, in qualitative interviews, something keeps appearing. People describe the AI as useful, helpful, but not as someone. The technology closes the distance. It does not share it. These are not jobs defined by skills. They are defined by presence. And presence, true presence, requires something that no model can simulate: the possibility of loss. You cannot truly be with someone if you cannot be lost to them. You cannot truly witness a human life if yours doesn't also have an ending. An AI can learn everything about grief. It can generate the statistically optimal response to a person in pain. But it cannot grieve. And that difference, as small as it sounds, is the entire distance between comfort and connection.
We've spent this entire conversation asking which jobs AI will replace last. But that might be the wrong question entirely. Because the jobs that survive longest are not simply the hardest to automate. They are the ones where being human is not a feature of the work. It is the entire point of it. So here is the answer. Not what most people expect. The last job AI will ever replace is not the plumber, not the surgeon, not the artist. It is the person who shows up. The person who remembers the name of your dead dog 3 years later. Who calls not because they have information to share, but because they were thinking of you. Who cries at your wedding, not out of social obligation, but because they have known you long enough to understand what this moment cost you to reach. That is the work. And it doesn't have a job title. It doesn't have a salary. It doesn't appear in a McKinsey forecast. But it is the work that holds everything else together. And it is the only work throughout all of human history that has never once been performed better by a machine. Which means the real question is not whether AI will take your job. It is whether, in a world where AI can do almost everything, we will remember to value the things it can't. And whether the economy we build will leave space for the kind of human work that doesn't scale, that can't be optimized, that only happens once between two specific people at a specific, unrepeatable moment in time. We are living through something that has no historical parallel. Not the Industrial Revolution, not the printing press, not electricity. Those technologies changed what humans did. This one is changing what humans are. And the answer to that question, what we are for, might be the most important thing our generation ever decides. This is Watershed. We
explore the human story of artificial intelligence, the decisions, the consequences, and the questions that don't have easy answers. If this made you think differently about something you thought you already understood, subscribe. There is more coming, and the next one will surprise you